Rolling.
Pot Amongst Men, episode 6. We have a guest. State your name, rank, serial number.
My name is Jody.
All right, so Jody's never seen a podcast before.
She hasn't watched any of our podcasts?
Nope.
So you're not familiar with the naked segment?
No.
Well, you're about to get real familiar.
Why are you taking your clothes off?
We all take our clothes off.
Nor are you familiar with the intelligent segment.
No.
Wow, that certainly wasn't it.
We've yet to be there.
Stop playing footsie.
Dead weight.
Tall motherfucker.
Already.
Dead weight already. That's right. I got to turn the timer on. Trying to keep it still within like 45 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are we?
Yeah.
I think I'd like to. I think anything longer than that is just
I was shooting for a 3-hour podcast. Yeah.
Oh,
3 hours.
Just breathing into the
camera
mic.
batteries will not last that long.
Who brought the topic for this?
So Jody's on the hook for topics.
All right.
Guest topic.
Well, I thought it would be fun to talk about sleep habits
Sleep habits.
and some of the strange things that go on in my home at night.
We've touched upon that,
Yeah.
but I
We
don't think we got the whole story.
We didn't go through the big one either. The Popinski 5-3 or whatever I was talking about.
Yeah.
Do you have that voice
I
memo?
do.
You want to play
I
it?
do. Yeah. So you guys can talk about it while I look for it.
So you've heard it.
I think I heard it.
Are we really going to start with the best are
Why not? Are there other ones that?
Yes.
You want to talk about something else first? You want to build up?
I have.
I think she just wants to make fun of me for
Okay.
about 10 minutes.
So I have Jason Sleep talking where he was mad. Jason Night talking. Jason Sleep talking about MP3s, which was just the other night.
Do I even know about that one?
I don't know. Should I play it for you?
Sure. Let's find out.
Okay.
Hold it up to the
We're
microphone.
making a recording of a recording.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't hear shit.
Right. All right. Let's rewind that.
Start over.
Okay, so this
2.
usually starts right when we're falling asleep. He'll start snoring, so I know if he rolls over, he stops snoring. So I'll be like, babe, roll over. And he'll say something really stupid. And that's when I was like, oh,
Does that
good.
happen every night?
No, but it happens often. And he sleepwalks, so we'll talk about that too.
We've talked about that.
Yeah, we've
This-
talked about that. Yeah.
Okay, so this was just the other night.
You have the MP3s?
Yes.
Where did you put them?
On my computer.
What are they for?
Please.
She's what?
The ones that were sent when we went from MP4s to MP3s.
And you have them all?
Correct, 2.
What's on them?
No.
What?
Going to bed. I'm not going into what's on the MP3s. Just sitting there. Been there for months.
So, yeah, that's me cracking up. 'Cause
You just keep it going though, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yes, I definitely egg him
Did he
on and
stop
try
talking?
to get. No, he went to the bathroom and then he came back and I tried to bring it up again, but I think he had woken up a little bit at that time.
I would hope so.
And then
if
we
you're
kinda-
going to the bathroom, I'd hope you're.
Sometimes he does, and he comes back just as groggy and continues the conversation. So it's kind of funny. I don't know. I obviously didn't label that other one. Let me see. I have another one. He got really mad at me the other night. I didn't record. But I forgot what he was saying, but I was trying to get him to explain himself, and he's like, just shut up. Just shut up. And I'm like, why? He's like, because we need to be quiet. And I'm like, why do we need to be quiet? Just shut up. And then he was sitting up on the edge of the bed and turned around and got in my face. I was like, wow. He's like, how's this for an answer? He was got up and walked away.
I like how he's so impatient while he's sleep talking. He's
Right.
like,
Well, he does. He
jeez,
does.
oh jeez.
Well, this one he
No,
was mad.
we are not going to talk about what's on the MP3s.
And this one, okay, so I probably should have previewed these. I have no idea what this is, but it's like a minute.
That makes this fun.
I know. All right, here we go. You were mad on this one.
But why are you telling me this?
Because you're bugging me with it at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning.
It's not 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not talking to you about IWS web servers.
AWS. That I remember
I don't
this one.
understand what you're saying.
AWS. And it's the place that all the addresses for all the domains that we host are living.
But baby, I'm just asking you to stop
I
smoking.
don't care.
I love you.
No answer.
What are you talking about?
Any fucking subdomain for I am Jam.
I am Jem Jem.
What does that mean?
Anything that says I am .amgaction.com.
Oh my god.
But sweetie, why are you yelling at me about this stuff?
Because you woke me up about it.
I asked you to turn over because you were
But I
snoring.
can't just turn it over. I have to turn it off.
I'm dying.
Sitting in the corner laughing at me.
You.
Why are you late after work?
I'm still giggling.
Do you remember any of that?
Oh,
like
no,
when you wake
no.
up the next, none of it ever?
No, that's about the end.
No. That one I vaguely remember,
He doesn't remember. Good Lord, no, you don't.
but no, I mean, I this is all news to me when I wake up.
You don't remember having like dreams or absolutely nothing?
I mean, I remember having dreams, but not when that happens. No.
It's so weird.
He's woken up in different locations. Like,
Yeah, he told us about
Yeah.
like the bathroom story with no underwear or whatever. And
he woke up with 2 T-shirts on
yeah,
and no
2
underwear.
t-shirts and no underwear. Yeah.
He'll wake up in the middle of the night and find he's like in the other bedroom. He's like, how did I get in here?
Thursday night or Wednesday night, I woke up in the living room. Like, I guess I'll go back in the bedroom. Went laid back
Were
down.
you just like standing up in the living room?
No, I was laying on the couch.
Oh, okay.
How did I get here?
There was one night I woke up and I don't know what woke me up about it, but he got out of bed and walked straight to like that corner of the bedroom and just stood in the corner.
Blair Witch style.
Yeah, and I was like, babe, what are you doing? And then he like kind of was like, oh, and put his hands like up on the shelf like he was trying to do something. And I forgot what you said you were doing. I was like, no, seriously, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm like, well, don't go there. And he like turned around and came back and laid back down and just out.
Wow.
I wonder what that is. What
That's
part of your brain
interesting.
is
I don't know.
either overworking or not working at all. I guess whatever it is that paralyzes you when you sleep is not
I mean, I don't
broken.
think I don't think it's unique to me though. I mean, this,
Well, no.
this happens to
Yeah.
people. So
Yeah. It's unique to you amongst us.
amongst us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I don't know anybody else who sleepwalks. So,
I know my sister used to.
all right.
We did the MP3s? Yeah.
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 Where's the
Okay.
where's the good
There's-
one though? Where
I think
the gibberish
this is Jason Knight talking. So was that back in April?
sounds about right.
This is okay, April 20th. Let's see what this one is. Oh,
What about 533?
crazy.
What is 533?
The room pop.
The what?
The room pop.
Rome pop?
Room pop. Room pop. Room pop.
In front of it.
Montreal. Room pop. Room pop.
Rome pop?
You don't look at that table at all, do you?
The what?
You don't look at that table at all, do you?
What table?
Tooth pop.
Is it toe pop table?
Tooth pop, yes. Or tooth pop.
What is that?
Tooth pop is a tool pop and say. Or tool popsty. Which would be the table next to the Papinski Poopun School. And Pupple Table with the
What language are you speaking?
Older.
What? That's older.
Older.
Obviously. Old.
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
at least he was giggly in this one.
Yeah. That is awesome.
Wow. It was like your ancient Polish heritage was coming
Right?
out or something.
Yep.
I think I googled one of the words, like, obviously I spelled it phonetically, and it was like Czech. I was like, what lifetime was
interesting.
that?
Well, there were Polish people in Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my night.
Man, I don't have.
Stop it. You tall motherfucker.
Lanky.
I don't have anything cool like that.
You guys don't have this much fun at night, do you?
No.
Not with sleep talking.
No.
No.
Do you ever? I might have asked this last time.
This is why we have the headphones.
Yeah. Do you ever leave the house? Like, do you ever get to the door?
No.
Not
Man,
that,
you start sleep driving, and
not that we know of, and that is definitely a concern of mine because he has no idea he's
Yeah.
sleeping. I mean, I've had full conversations with him
When we worried camping that I might end up.
yeah. What about camping?
in
Have
the
you wandered
lake.
off?
Yeah.
Splash. Hopefully, that would wake him up. I don't know.
Sleep problems.
Do you hide the keys? Like,
No,
no?
no.
Yeah,
Maybe I should.
I guess if it hasn't happened
guess.
before, but it only
Well, not
takes
that we
once,
know
I guess.
of.
Has it gotten worse or has it gotten better? Or has it stayed the same? Is that something that changes?
I don't know. I guess,
I feel like it's more frequent than it was, say,
maybe
like 5 years ago.
or I'm noticing more now. But I mean, I'm the first person you've really lived with, so
That's a fair point.
you've never had. Did this ever happen on a tour bus? That's. I don't think you had anybody waking you up. I wake him up because he's snoring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
And that,
like
that kicks him off.
he's in that middle ground of sleeping and awake and stuff. So it's but the sleepwalking.
It never happened on a
something you
tour
do on
bus.
your
There was
own.
a House of Blues New Orleans incident where I drank way too much Absolute Vodka.
Well,
That was the last time I drank vodka. And I ended up, in a couple different bunks that night.
well, we all have that last time we drink vodka, don't we?
Weird.
And that's why I stopped drinking vodka.
Yeah, but that was booze. That wasn't like sleepwalking.
Correct,
So.
Yeah.
And
No,
maybe
I was going to bed and I got turned around in the bunk area. Like, because once the doors are shut, you don't really know what's forward and backward, right? It's symmetrical. So there's 3 bunks, 3 bunks, 3 bunks, 3 bunks. And I got turned around. And so instead of going to my bunk, I ended up in this one over here. And I want to say somebody was in that one. And then they kicked me out. So then I went to a different bunk. And it was like the tour manager's bunk, but she wasn't in the bunk yet. And so she had to wake me up. And I don't know the whole story, but I remember getting up in the morning and walking to the front of the front lounge. And everybody just kind of stared at me. And I said, what did I do last night? And they explained the story. Like I went to a couple different bunks. And
Bunk hopping.
bunk hopping. Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
It's never good when somebody has to tell you something that you did while you were drunk.
Yeah. No. No.
Yeah, never a good feeling. Anyway, all right, next topic. What else you got?
Well,
You have a few of them, right?
well, I have a couple I thought about. There was one I thought about last night that was going to be really funny, but totally.
Or any
lost
of them lawn care?
it. No, would you like to discuss lawn care?
These guys are aching to get back into some lawn care discussions.
Did you do any lawn care this weekend with all the
Discuss
rain?
lawn-
Absolutely.
Oh,
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I did.
Wow.
2 yards. Yeah.
What?
Why?
Mhm.
One's not enough.
mom's. My mom's
okay.
yard.
how do you-
Actually, my son helped.
How do you
so-
mow the yard when it's so wet?
Mine wasn't bad. Over at mom's, there were some spots that were bad, but we flew through it.
It's so gross outside, though.
It is nasty. It is, but it's got to be done. You skip a week. By
It's
the
like a
following
jungle.
week, it's so thick. You know?
Oh,
We're
You should
digging
just-
up dead palm trees.
yeah.
That's
That,
fun.
that, that's
Well,
fun on a Sunday and
and you
it's
should
95
see-
out.
Our yard, when we got back from camping, we were gone for 8 days, and it was knee high.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Well, and I
It
didn't
was
mow the
a lot.
lawn that weekend, so it had been, by the time we got
Like
back, it had been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
But there was a lot of rain while we were gone here. It rained. It always rains here.
I had to do that thing where I raise the deck up as high as it goes and then do a pass and then wait like a half hour, then lower it and then do another pass.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And you have a big yard.
I do have.
You can't afford to do that.
Huge.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta put some more gardens in.
Do they make a Roomba?
I'm.
That's a lawnmower?
There you go. There's
I think,
your $1 million.
I think those are called
idea.
children.
Children.
You get your children to cut the yard.
Can we borrow some of yours?
They're not old enough yet.
Not yet.
That's what my parents did. My parents made us cut the yard.
Yeah. Well,
Once we were big
I had
enough.
help. I had help this weekend, but
Yeah.
you got to go back and do it anyway because he's getting better, but he leaves, strips like this of grass.
Yeah.
So he thinks he's done, and then I go check it. I got to go back anyway. So,
Oh,
but
no,
he,
you
but
make
he,
him go back and do that. How's he going to fix it if you don't hold those feet to the fire?
Literally hold his feet to the fire and say, "Go back." And
Seriously.
also
fix
don't
this.
want to be there 6 hours.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be.
That's
you can be
true.
inside drinking a cold beer and be like, son, you missed that over there.
Back I guess that's coming. The fact that he goes is
Yeah.
probably good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old is he?
11.
11.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's just strong enough to
Start
crank it
earning
himself.
his keep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you would absolutely be distraught at my gardens. The front garden is just like gone, basically. Like we ripped it all
Oh,
out.
the weeds. Oh, okay. You
Um,
ripped out all the plants too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it got so overgrown. I'm clearly not a gardener. I don't care. I don't care enough to go
I have to get
outside
some
and dig in the
maintenance-free
dirt.
stuff. Yeah.
And then the backyard's all overgrown, and I wouldn't mind having that like nice. I just don't have the patience
Do you see how
or
this topic
determination.
takes fire? It's like everybody wants to talk about lawn care.
I don't want to talk about lawn care. I don't want to do it. I don't want to think about it. I don't know why I bought a house with such a big yard.
No, that'll
It
learn
looked
ya.
nice when somebody else had a garden set up and they took
Right.
care of it. Now that I have to do it,
Have you considered getting a service?
I have.
Okay, just considered. Didn't actually get
That's
one.
right.
About as far as it went.
I
You care
considered
so
it.
little about lawn care that you just considered it for a moment when.
No, I wouldn't mind. It's just I'm still in the figuring out my budget with a new now she's a fiance living with me and a newborn and half the time a 4-year-old who's going to be 5 on Tuesday. Like all my finances are all up in the air because I don't know what to expect, and every time we go to Target, it's like $150, which is way more than what I normally spent by myself. So.
Well, yeah, because now you're paying for 4 of you.
Yeah, trying to
You
figure
plus
out
3.
how much extra money I have. I'm like, do I have $10 to spend on like a Steam game or something? Like, I don't know.
Never again.
No, I have to get a credit card just for Steam games. I really want this.
You can only buy during the sale, the summer sale.
Oh, there's sales right now.
Yeah,
Still don't have any money.
I know.
and it's also cheap right now. It's like 70% off.
I know. It is.
Wouldn't you agree, Jody?
On what? Never again. Or
Okay.
wait
You see how
or sale?
I derailed the whole topic and got us back to lawn care? That's why
Well, see, 'cause
that's
I
why
was-
I'm here.
I was going to derail and
That's why I'm
go
here.
with Chris over to the games because that was my second topic.
Games.
Oh, okay,
Was
let's crank it up.
games,
Ooh.
Like stupid, addictive games like iPhone games
Uh-huh.
or anything else.
Uh-huh.
Like Jason, God, this was months ago. We're sitting there and he saw something about this new game. It was free app of the week, I think. I think it's a free app anyway, called Eggs Inc. And it is the dumbest, greatest game in the world. All you do is hold a button down and watch little chickens run into chicken coops
To lay eggs.
to lay eggs, and you make money. And then when you make money, you can get these upgrades that make you more money. It is the dumbest thing ever, and I'm so obnoxiously addicted to it.
That sounds
It is
like
stupid.
there was this game. What was it last year? Year before? It was all the rage called Cookie Clicker.
Yeah,
Did you play
Okay.
Cookie Clicker?
for about 10 minutes. And I was like, all right.
Well, and Candy Crush was huge for like ever. I never played
Yeah.
that, but
Wait, tell me more about Cookie Clicker.
yeah.
Cookie
it's-
Clicker. Well, it wasn't a phone game. It was on some website, and basically there was just a cookie, and you clicked on it, and like after 10 clicks, you got some sort of upgrade, and then after like 50 clicks, you got another upgrade, and it would increase. Like you would get automatic clicks, and so it would click for you, and then you would upgrade like the cookie, and then you would upgrade like I can't remember all sorts of stupid shit. But at the end, like if you got to the end game of Cookie Clicker, it was like this Lovecraft horror Cthulhu type thing. Like you had grandmothers that were ancient demons possessed by shit that were making all these crazy cookies.
And making Jason talk in his sleep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sure it's still there, and I'm sure you can still get wildly addicted to it, but it was like all over the place for a while, a couple years ago. Yeah.
My son plays one on Steam called Clicker Heroes, and it's just like that.
Oh, yeah.
You're killing, like goblins and stuff.
Okay.
But basically, you click until it's dead, and it gives you upgrades, and you get a sword, and then you click with the sword, and you start getting little helpers, and yeah, he plays that.
Yeah. That reminds me of
Wow.
what was it called? There's one game like that where it's basically like it removes all interaction. Like you hit start and then it's just a bunch of progress bars. And it's like you're going on a mission, you killed this monster, you got this weapon, and then it just does it over and over and over again. And people turned it into a game just to see how long they leave it running. Like I've had mine running for 3 years and
Oh wow.
this is what level I am, and it just sits there and progress quest. That's what it's called.
Progress quest.
And it's just a series of progress bars running.
But isn't there something so satisfying about completing that? I think that's the genius behind Eggs Inc. I was thinking about that, and I'm like a list person, and I like to write everything down and cross it off, and there's something so satisfying about that. And so in Eggs Inc., when you look at all these upgrades you can get, you just sit there and get them until it gives you a check mark. And I was like, that's how they got me. They got me with a stupid check mark.
It hits that little part in your brain.
Ding,
I'm doing
it's
something.
done.
Yeah.
Woo, next.
And it's so much easier than like cleaning the kitchen.
Or mowing the lawn.
Mowing the lawn or fucking trenching, like you can just sit here and hold an egg and shit happens on your phone. It's great.
You make a lot of money on Eggs Inc. too.
Oh God, yeah, I'm at like undecillion dollars.
Yeah,
it's obnoxious.
beyond. It goes very quickly. I believe beyond trillion.
I think I'm at.
Who buys these eggs?
Trillion.
Like, how do you make the money?
You.
I don't know. It doesn't have an engine for that.
Look, and there's no. Ooh, I got a gift. My daily gift. This is it. This is all you get to see.
That's
on
it.
the screen. This is it. And look, when I hold this down, the chickens start to run, and the numbers start flying. That's it. And then every once in a while, a drone flies by, and if you get it, you get either more money or more golden eggs.
Are there like microtransactions or something in the game? Like, do they make money off of you? No?
There's in-app purchases.
There are?
Oh,
yes.
are there?
Okay.
Yes, and I have not purchased one yet. I kind of feel like I'm going to. These golden eggs give you epic upgrades. Okay, see, and so you can buy some. And look, this is 6,750 golden eggs for $19.99, and that's not a lot considering.
I know it's only $20. I mean,
but every time you do one of the upgrades, you earn a golden egg in your piggy bank. So I've over 73,000 in my piggy bank. But you have to pay.
What do they do?
You have to pay $3.
What do they
to get
do?
those out. They give you the epic upgrades, which are better than the other upgrades. Like,
but what do they up? Do they upgrade the chicken?
Okay,
Do they upgrade the silos? Do they upgrade the?
Yeah. Okay, so
and they lay like weird eggs too, like
square eggs,
like eggs with like powers.
Eggs with power.
Like an anti-gravity egg, or
Oh, okay. Yes, that.
But it doesn't do anything.
It just sells for more or something.
They're worth more. Yeah, every level the egg is worth more. You start out with an.
So all the money you're collecting, can you buy anything with it in the game, or is it just
you
like
buy the upgrades so you make more money?
Regular upgrades.
The regular, not the epic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can you buy like a giant silo that you can put all your money in and have the chickens go dive in, like Scrooge McDuck?
No, you can get.
I'd play the game just for that.
You get 2 silos, and then if you want more silos, that's an in-app purchase. So the game will keep playing while you're away.
Right.
But you
do you have to pay for somebody to clean up the chicken shit?
No, that's included in the service.
Oh wow!
But I have these.
This game has everything.
They don't show you the dirty side of it.
Have you ever seen the metrics on in-app purchases?
No.
So
I'm scared too because I've spent way too much money on in-app purchases.
Was it
myself?
Was it Farmville? No. Well, Clash of Clans was a big one. Supercell, who makes Clash of Clans, they say that only like 5 to 10% of the people playing those games do in-app purchases, but it's so much money that it keeps development of the game going. And they call them whales? Whales. Yeah, so they'll make $1 million off of 10% of their players.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because it's just little
because
rich
they're
kids.
Addicting. That's
they're
what I'm saying.
addicting,
Like, crazy.
and it's kids who have, or adults who have just money laying around. They make a couple million a year. Well, hey, $100 into this game is nothing.
Right.
There's, that handful of parents that don't put any restrictions on in-app purchases and all of a sudden get, their
A bill for
couple $100
$300
bill. Or
Yeah.
for
Have you
some
gotten a
people,
bill yet,
I've heard
Brandon?
It's worse, but
Have you gotten a bill yet, Manju? Has Nicodemus done some in-app purchases
No,
on his phone?
he has
like-
not.
2 months old.
He does have an
But
iPhone.
he got like 5 iPhones for his
That's
two
right.
birthday,
That's all
right?
everybody gave him was
Yeah, the iPhones and tablets.
iPads. Yeah.
Has the cat walked across a device and accidentally purchased anything?
No.
No.
Adrian's almost purchased a couple things. He'll hit a button and it'll pop up and say, enter your iTunes password. And I'm like, cancel. Nope, not going to do that.
No.
We have to go to Target
Yeah.
and spend too much money.
Yeah.
But it is genius,
Oh, yeah.
You
I need to
give
make
them
one
a
of those
little-
games.
Yeah.
Create an app. Let people
I do
play
want
it.
to create an app, but I want to create an app where if you see an outfit on a TV show or a movie, you can find out where to buy it. There's so many times I'm watching something, I'm like, well, that's cute.
They have websites like that.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
based on the popularity of the movie.
Yeah.
Because I'd found a jacket. I watched a movie and I saw a jacket. I was like,
Was it Fight Club?
yes. And it was a jacket made of skin stitched together.
I want to know where I can find Jon Snow's coat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Somebody's going to
Yeah.
make it. Somebody.
Oh, it's out
Well,
there.
the problem with the jacket that I saw, I said, Angela would like that. I'm going to get it. Well, it was almost not custom made, but it was a standard coat that they had put different buttons on. And so even if I bought it, it wouldn't look
It
the
wouldn't
same.
be the same.
So,
Well, then
yeah,
you
but that's a
have to-
good idea.
You have to find the coat, and then you have to find the buttons.
Yeah.
Right.
To recreate.
Listen, if you
things.
could have it be user sourced, let users put where they find the stuff and then attach them to episodes. So all you basically do is get the IMDb API, populate your app with it, and let people go in there and say, oh, well, I found this here.
and get the Popinskis,
The Popinskis.
All the Popinskis.
All the Popinskis.
older Popinskis.
Create a
Old.
language.
Yeah, I
You
wish
did older.
I wish there were more apps like what is it? Shazam. Where you press the button and it detects the song
Music.
and it tell you. But with other things like plants, you point your camera.
There is. There's it's Google something.
Yeah, Google-
And you can take a picture of a plant, the leaf structure and stuff, and it'll tell you what it is. I know there's one.
Is it
Through
accurate?
Google.
Well,
I don't know.
So no, Google started it years and years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
like when phones came out, that was one of the first Google things they wanted to do. Was Google? It wasn't Google Images, but it was not goggle. Was it goggles?
No, those were the glasses, the Google goggle. Ooh, maybe.
No, I thought it was Google Goggle. Was the name of the app.
Goo goo gaga.
Yeah, exactly.
And the idea was it wasn't great at the time because they hadn't sourced enough images yet, but they figured over time, as the Google search engine got stronger and it can detect objects better, then you'd be able to just point your phone at anything and it would tell you what it is, or find you other images like that and help you find out what it is.
Before X-Ray I think it's on Amazon. I remember watching a movie and I was like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? I press pause and I would look at it and think, who's that guy? Well, X-Ray does that now. I don't know if you have, if you watch Amazon Prime.
No, we just go to IMDb though and
Well,
look at the
but
cast.
on the while you're watching the show, whoever's
You
on the
just
screen, you press
kind of
pause
take a picture of it.
and it'll show you who the actors are.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cool.
Is that on the Fire Stick? Amazon.
It's an Amazon Prime
I
feature,
think
right?
it's across Prime.
Oh, is it? Oh,
So,
Yeah.
and if the screen changes and it's different actors, you just press pause and it'll show you who, and you can go to that. And I think it links to IMDb.
I think I've seen something like that on the Amazon
Yeah,
site.
so I was
Amazon
like, man,
X-ray.
cool.
I thought about doing this years ago, but I was too lazy to do anything about it.
Yeah.
And now it's done.
yeah. Now you regret it.
Uh,
Every
Well,
every
You're
moment.
stuck hatching chickens, laying eggs.
Not even. I don't even have that game.
Amazon has the resources for that kind of stuff,
I
though.
know.
Yeah.
AWS,
Popinskis.
where all the domain names are and the IP addresses.
They're probably on those 2 MP3s on the table.
See, it's really amazing Amazon's growth. I mean, I remember when Amazon, it was just an
Books.
online bookstore.
Yeah.
You just buy
And-
books.
And they sourced all their books out of a bookstore in Seattle.
Yeah.
It wasn't even really like they didn't have a warehouse.
Right.
They were just buying them from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just, I guess,
Everything.
organically grew and included more and more things. And now it's like
Well, then once they kicked off AWS, that was huge because then everybody started using. I mean, Netflix is all run on Amazon Web Services.
Right.
They make so much goddamn money just from that.
That's vision. Somebody's vision for sure.
Well, it's Jeff Bezos. Although, have you seen the thing between him and Elon Musk? Because Bezos has his own rocket business now called Blue. What's it called? Blue Origin or something like that. And he's trying to push it like
Oyster Cult?
no.
No?
I want to say it was Blue Origin.
Blue Monday?
Blue Velvet.
But he's trying to make himself look like the next Elon Musk.
Uh-huh.
But they really just can't keep up. They get the rocket only to orbit, and not even to orbit, like just at the edge of the atmosphere. Then they bring it back down. And
Losers.
And Elon Musk is like, yeah, no, we're getting ours out into space and bringing it back and landing our rockets on a little 10-foot platform in the middle of the ocean. You're not doing that yet.
Yeah.
But so if you go to YouTube and Elon Musk versus Jeff Bezos, there's a ton of videos.
Oh, okay. Can't Bezos be satisfied? Like,
Right? Nope.
Can you just give me some of that money instead of developing rockets that don't work? Just give it to me.
Mhm.
Like, I can pretend to be a rocket that won't work. Real easy.
I can build the best rockets that don't work.
Yeah.
Maybe he can develop like a rocket for the back of your lawnmower.
Oh man,
Rocket mower.
that'd be cool.
Why isn't he developing a Roomba lawnmower?
Yeah.
Why isn't he
Roomba
developing
lawnmower.
grass that grows to a certain height and stops growing?
I don't know. That's playing God.
That's not playing God. That's playing Mother Nature.
Oh, okay. God doesn't
Different
care about
things.
grass.
Nope. He doesn't
Mother
have time for
Nature,
that.
yeah, she's all up on that shit.
Okay, so what if you could plant some
Genetically
seeds?
This all goes back to
talking
it all
about
goes back to
lawn
lawn
care.
care. It
Again.
always circles around to lawn
You
care,
can't avoid
doesn't
it.
it?
You can't avoid it. It's such an awesome. So it would grow. It grows to a certain height, and then it stops. And you got perfect height.
I think a lot of grass does that.
Except
Already?
the height.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a good point. Then it seeds, and
just-
then
Chris, maybe you should get a goat.
A goat
Plant-
would be cool.
You do have a
Plant
big yard.
astroturf.
You have a big yard.
In the
No, I
back.
don't mind cutting the grass.
It sounds
It's-
like you do.
It sounds like
I-
it's the gardens.
It's the
more
garden,
of an issue
yeah.
for you.
Is there a garden goat?
Yes.
I would like a goat just for the garden.
He's this big.
A little
miniature
pygmy goat.
Yeah.
We need to find you a low maintenance garden, and that's possible. It's hard here in Louisiana because the weeds grow.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous.
Everywhere.
It's
How many flower beds do you
ridiculous.
have?
He has a big one across the front, and then you have
Yeah.
like a big one around the back. that
And you're not
kinda
doing anything in
skirts the
any of them?
patio.
you had some nice plants in that one in the back.
Yeah, but the freeze killed them all.
What about the hibiscus? That's come back.
That
yeah.
died.
It didn't come back after the freeze?
It came
All of
back.
them came back.
I don't
back and
know.
he strangled it.
There's a whole bunch of shit growing around it, so I can't tell if the hibiscus is
That's
back or.
probably it.
Why don't you just
Or
tear
what?
it? Can you tear it down? Tear down your garden and smooth it out and put stone.
The plan for the front is to put like lantanas because they're nice and easy and don't require a lot of maintenance. Like in a row, they're huge. They get huge, but you don't really have to do
Yeah,
anything.
so
and-
you want to block the front of your house
I
like
do.
that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Like a fortress.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you just plant them out like by the sidewalk and have yourself like a little front yard, courtyard cave?
Why don't you just
I could do
cement
that.
in your whole
You could.
yard?
Why don't you cinder block all the way around the front and the side,
Build a wall.
and then build a moat on the other side of that and a drawbridge.
if you had a castle
love to
moat,
do that.
that would be awesome.
And I would like over my driveway a big M. So you drive in, you have to go under the big M for Manju. That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I thought about putting like a little picket fence, so American, all along the front yard.
I want a fence in the front yard too. I'm not sure. Here's my struggle. It's not maintenance free. I definitely want lower maintenance because we do have that big live oak, and so there's a
Yeah.
lot of shade and a lot of leaf litter that comes. So you have to take that into consideration. But I'm not sure if I should go with like more contemporary, like a nice straight fence, or just kind of go like old English garden with like the aged cedar that's cut sort of like the peak is a little crooked and a
Mhm.
little off, and it's all sort of random.
Yeah,
I like the idea of both. And then, with contemporary, a straight fence with lots of square blocks, or do that old English with the crooked peaks on the fence posts and, then more like stone and natural. There's just so many good ideas out there.
you should just make a found wood fence. Just find a bunch of wood,
Right? Well,
and
that's
then
kind of
make
what
it
they
just
look like.
randomly put them together so it looks,
Just
it's not some
scrappy.
cookie cutter bullshit. It's
One of
your
them's a
own
log.
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Just go find some logs.
Sure.
Some firewood.
Okay. Well, we did have one of our palm trees die, so we gotta cut that down. We could make a couple posts out of that.
Just find someone who has a fence you like and
Take it.
Just take it.
There's a couple in our neighborhood that are nice.
Do you have a fence, Brandon?
Yeah. What do you got going
In
on?
the back.
I have a fence in the back, not in the front.
Yeah.
I don't have enough yard in the front for
Well, you
a fence.
have a fence in the back right now.
Chris, you
Tomorrow it might be gone.
It's a boring fence. You wouldn't want it. It's a standard.
Well, I could make it nice.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
handy with the tools.
I know where to find you if my gate's
It
gone.
won't, look,
Mhm.
it won't look the same. Can't prove it. One me.
All right. Do we have any other topics, or you want to move on to trivia? We're at the 35 minutes right now.
And like 30 of those fucking minutes are lawn care.
I know.
Fuck you.
You can't avoid it. It's what you want to talk about it. You can't stop. Not one person here said, let's not talk. Like, when politics comes up, we're like, no, I don't want to talk about lawn care comes up. Everybody's like, yeah, man, let's talk about lawn care.
I don't know what world you're living in.
But lawn
got
care
it on tape.
was like the most boring part of episode 2.
It was.
We've
Says-
already discussed lawn care.
Says you.
We
discussed
every
lawn
fucking
care-
episode.
yeah.
It's like all he does. Lawn care? I've got 5 questions about lawn care. Do you like trenching or edging? What do you want to do?
Do
How
you
high do
really-
you cut your grass? Do you 3 inches, 2 inches, 4 inches?
Do you really want me to rub some salt in the wound? I was
Yes.
absolutely joking when I said, Jody, what do you think about lawn care? I thought everybody would laugh and then we'd move on, but it
It's
stuck
stuck.
like glue.
It's stuck. That noodle is done.
Jody likes gardens.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we also had a big yard, and I've worked on taking several chunks out of it. One is where the chickens are, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
That was all grass, and actually mowing underneath those 2 orange trees was awful.
That sucked.
But now it's like a big pen, and we actually took all the leaf litter from the front yard and threw it back there for the chickens. Of course, now it's
One chicken. Yeah. Sarah
One.
died.
What?
On Father's
Y'all
Day.
lost another one?
No, just that one.
That silver lace.
Oh, that's right. You had
Yeah.
The
rooster.
silver-laced
chicken.
wind up. Yeah.
Mm.
And then, I put the raised garden along the fence line. That kind of ate into the yard. And then we put that massive koi pond back there with the stone edging. So we've taken a good 40% out of our backyard. Now you just need to put in a massive pool like we
I know.
had as well.
I
So,
know.
and
Oh,
you should
yeah.
do one of those
You don't have to mow
natural
a pool.
pools.
You have to mow a pool off.
Sure.
Yeah. You have to work on it.
You have one of those unmowable pools?
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
new.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
You gotta
pools are a
get-
whole different deal, man.
That's another
Don't you just like
podcast.
throw in a
maintenance.
vat of chlorine every 2 weeks or
Ooh.
something,
No,
right?
salt, huh?
Oh Lord,
That's it.
if it was that
No,
easy.
no, if it was that easy, yeah.
I don't have any trees over my backyard,
No,
so I don't
I mean,
have to worry
well,
about
that's still-
shit falling in.
At least once a week, you're supposed to go and brush the whole thing, and that gets
Brush
brush it, yeah. And
Brush
just
the sides.
brush the sides, and that gets any sediment that is laid down there.
Yeah.
Gets it off of there. Because if you get too much sediment, then you start getting algae.
Is there a Roomba for that?
Yes.
Yes, there
It's
is.
called the Polaris.
Yes,
Polaris Roomba?
Yeah.
Polaris.
Yeah, it goes around the bottom and it sucks up.
But you still-
okay.
but you still need to brush it, and then you need to put the shock in. But then you also need the tablets that keep the shock at a decent level, so the sun doesn't burn it off. And you need to check your pH,
What's
your alkalinity.
Maybe you ought to just stick with your garden.
Maybe you
What's
should stop
shock?
talking about pool.
Shock is just straight. Well, it's chlorine.
It's intense.
It's really It's
Chlorine.
like at least 55% chlorine. If you get the good stuff, it's 73% chlorine. It's just really fucking strong chlorine.
Of course, now we have to do a lot more maintenance on our pool because you've seen the shape it's in. Like some of the overhead pictures on Google, excuse me, from days before we lived there, it's just black. Like they drained the pool, it filled up with rainwater, and was there was that nasty tree there that our back neighbor had, full of leaves, full of gunk, and so it kind of wrecked the gunite lining of the pool a little bit. So we have to work a little harder to keep it clean. If
Because the cement underneath it is exposed in a lot of areas.
And if we were
Oh,
to drain the pool and get it redone, I think we were kind of loosely quoted for the size of our pool at about 10 grand. And since it is a deeper pool, we have the diving board, stuff like that. He said that one of the pool guys, and we have no idea, we didn't look into it, said that you might have to remove it because diving boards are so frowned upon now. And
Well, the pool's not up to code.
There's a code?
We don't
Pool
know.
code.
We don't know if it's up to
Well,
code or
my
not.
insurance
the code
guy
has
said-
changed
yeah.
quite a bit.
First of all, that the bottom of it needs to be covered
drain.
because literally, if a child fell to
Gets
the bottom
sucked into it.
you wouldn't be able to. A small child wouldn't be able to get away because it's 10 feet down. There's all this pressure above you, and it's sucking that much water through.
Did you ever read that Chuck Palahniuk story called
Choke?
Guts? Guts.
Did it suck his guts out or something down there?
It was a story about a kid who liked sitting on the suction thing and jerking off. And one time he sat down there
That's disturbing.
and it sucked his intestines out.
I've heard that before. Let's not talk about that. That sucks.
Yeah, people seem like really upset about that story. I don't know. It's very wholesome.
It's just this. But also, diving boards are frowned upon because of liability, and then you're supposed to have a fence around the pool, even if it's in a backyard that's fenced in.
What kind of fence? Like a
Just-
hurricane fence?
No, just like an iron gate fence or something. Something to keep
A kid out.
children away.
Or
yeah.
like
What
my-
about an electrified fence?
You can do that, yes. And in
Shock
fact, that's
the
probably the
children.
better thing to do. One, shock the children. Two, because it's so close to water.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
It would be even more effective.
Yep.
A kid would.
Because if the kid got in the water, they just get electrocuted.
Yeah.
well, you're not putting.
They
the
wouldn't
fence
drown.
in the
That's true. They would not drown.
Yeah.
They would die of electrocution.
Yeah.
What's wrong with y'all?
pool. So many things. That's another podcast.
Right. That's episode
Are we doing-
7.
It's the same guy, though, right? Chuck Palahniuk. He wrote Chuck. Same.
And Fight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I have an extra
And Survivor.
trivia question today because we have a third person. The first time we've had a third person answer trivia.
No, I'm not getting any of these.
One more person for
Oh,
me to
sure you
lose
are.
to.
I'm on.
Shouldn't you have 2.5 extra questions?
I can
Since
go.
normally with 2 people, you have 5 questions.
Mm-hmm.
So with 3 people, you should have 7.5 questions.
It makes sense.
It's all.
Think about
math. It's not. A
I can pull up
proper
some old
ratio.
questions and see if you guys remember the answers.
Do you mean older questions?
Well, yes.
Popinski's.
Pineapple is neither an apple nor a pine. It's in fact.
A berry.
It is a berry. All
I'd
right.
already forgotten.
What I got to pick this berry?
Oh boy. So I have that as one of our morning huddle.
Songs.
Yeah. What I got
We
to
were,
pick this
we were
berry.
in Los Angeles and driving around and
Like 2 in
came
the morning
across
or
this
something.
hip hop station and this really obnoxious song came on, but it was really funny. And it's what I got to pick this berry. And it's
Pit
like,
this. What do I got to pit this berry?
ooh, excuse me.
I've looked
Pitbull
into
and a
it.
bunch of people. You got to look it up. It's a really fantastic,
Bunch of
tragic
Cuban
songs.
hip hop artists.
Okay.
You guys have heard
That
it
make
before.
fun of people who
It's a little what one of those little rappers. Little
Midgets?
no,
That
he's
is offensive.
I'm sorry, dwarves?
they're little people.
Little Wayne.
Oh,
Yeah.
One of those little
It is a
people.
midget.
I see what you're saying. Lil Wayne,
Lil John?
Whoa.
Lil John. One of those.
Maybe. Yeah, it might have been that one. I don't know. Anyway,
Not physically.
I'll have Sam play it on Monday.
Little John.
Lil John Wayne.
All right. When howling together, no 2 wolves will howl the same note. Instead, they harmonize. Why?
Because they can.
Because all wolves are in a choir.
I got nothing.
He's Batman.
No idea? Nobody?
To make
What?
the song better.
Why?
They harmonize.
To make this song.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Just
know.
to sound like bigger numbers.
Yes. Brandon got a
I
point.
was just going to say, so they
Hey.
sound like more wolves.
Yes.
that the
They
same?
harmonize to create
Yeah.
the illusion that there are more of them than there actually are.
Well, aren't you fancy?
I am.
At room temperature, the average blank travels at the speed of a rifle bullet. The speed of a bullet.
Rifle bullet.
Shotgun bullet.
That's probably true, but that's not the answer.
Okay. Ask again.
At room temperature, the average blank travels at the speed of a rifle.
Why room temperature? What's that got to do with anything?
A water molecule.
No, but close.
A sneeze.
You're on the right track.
Oh, her again? You didn't look at me and say, you're close, Brandon.
No,
not sneeze?
It's not a sneeze. You were close, Brandon, but it's not a sneeze. No, you weren't close at all.
Yeah, you weren't close at
He
all.
just keeps talking to Jody. Close, Jody? Well, what about this? Good job, Jody. You done good. I'm here, too.
You're not going home with them.
Good point.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll make it a little bit
Did
easier.
you guess?
At room
Oh, yeah.
At room temperature, the average blank molecule travels at the speed of a rifle bullet.
Oh, so it's not water.
No, that's what I said. You were on the right track. It is a molecule.
That travels
Yes.
at room temperature.
No, it travels at the speed of a bullet. at room temperature. At this temperature, these molecules, you're so close. How about another element?
Is it
Earth.
A fire molecule.
Heart.
air?
It's not.
Yes, air molecules travel at the speed of a bullet at room temperature.
But I don't understand.
Where do they go? And why don't they
They're
hurt?
everywhere. They're flying around everywhere.
Does it
All
hurt?
molecules move.
Isn't
Everything
that
has a
wind?
vibration.
Like, wouldn't you be able to?
That's
It's
what
a
I'm saying.
wave.
When they hit me in the face, does it hurt? How far do they move? Like
No, they're moving constantly.
Right
I
now,
know, but
Right now,
I don't
yeah.
s- well,
we're being hit by molecules going at the speed
Oh,
of bullet
yep.
rifle bullets.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm gonna register a complaint with the trivia board over that question. I don't know.
Okay.
That seems
We need to get Michelle in here.
they'll get back to you in a few
Ooh,
weeks.
Big Michelle. All right, we'll look this one up on Monday, and I'll
It's
post it in
just-
chat.
I don't understand.
But all
it doesn't make any
molecules-
sense to me.
Well, you got to study science.
I'm just not. I guess I'm just not
Molecules
intelligent enough
have
to.
movement and a vibration, right? So it's not like they're zinging from here
No,
to there.
boring.
I think it's movement within.
Like I picture them zinging across the room,
Okay, well then they are.
but
Picture
maybe they're
that.
just maybe they're just going in circles.
Maybe you're just numb to their assault.
That would make more sense.
Maybe.
You know.
We'll look this up. Blank recognize and admire themselves in mirrors.
Women.
Kitty cats.
No and no.
Mosquitoes.
It's
Plants.
Babies.
It is a type of animal.
Gorillas.
Muskrats.
chameleons.
No.
Is it reptilian?
No.
Spider.
It's considered a highly intelligent animal.
Dolphins.
Yes.
Wow. Where do they get mirrors?
The reflection on the water.
Oh, maybe. Are there mirrors?
When they breach and
Under
they
the
check
ocean?
themselves
Where
out.
did they get mirrors?
They're so smart they can make mirrors. They've got all that sand down there. They just rub it a lot till
Till
it
it
turns
gets
into
hot.
glass,
Yeah.
and they line it with silver or whatever the shit. I don't know.
I learned so much here.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure what the question on this one should be, because like I said before, I just get a sentence and I have to take out one of the words. So in this one, children have more blank than adults. I'm going to have to elaborate, I'm sure.
Energy.
Naps.
Germs.
Temper tantrums.
Teeth.
All really good answers.
Bones.
They laugh more.
Do they?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Time in classrooms.
Energy.
Not compared to me.
Oh, that's true.
I feel like this
Sure.
is a. You're gonna have to narrow it down.
Skin cells.
Yeah.
Brain cells.
No, so it's more like on that type of track.
Hair follicles.
No, but it's
Things moving at the
it-
speed of a shotgun bullet.
it has to do with your senses.
Taste buds.
Yes, taste buds. Children have more taste buds than adults.
That's why they don't like broccoli. It's disgusting.
Is that why your tastes change? You lose taste
Maybe.
buds after you get older? Where do they
Well-
go? Where's mine?
Your cells always regenerate, so
You just get less
I mean, you get
taste bud cells. I don't know.
different.
Are taste bud cells?
Yes. Yes, your human body is made of cells, and taste buds are
Really?
made of cells.
Wow.
Interesting side note for trivia is that you have just as many cell per cell virus and bacteria than you do human cells. You have just as many. Like you're just as much, if not more, virus and bacteria than you are human.
I'm 50% virus.
Yeah, we
On-
all are.
on your
Isn't that
skin
interesting?
or inside of you?
All of it.
Like your gut?
All of it combined.
Your gut
Yes.
biome?
Yes.
All of it.
A blank's sense of smell is stronger than a dog's. So another type of animal.
Cat.
Not cat.
Chicken.
Bigger dogs.
More dogs in harmony.
A bigger dog's sense of
They
smell.
smell in
Smell at the
harmony.
same time.
A giraffe.
A greater sense
When
of smell
smelling together.
A bear.
than a dog.
Not a bear.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
I'm going to say a shark.
today.
Wow.
No, it's not a shark.
actually
Can't they
Good one, though.
smell blood?
But
They
yeah,
can
you're right.
Smell
from
blood
like a
from
mile away.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably true, but that's not the answer.
But I think that's the only thing they can smell for like a mile away.
So
Doesn't
what is
matter.
the statement
You just
again?
said-
So it's a blank sense of smell is stronger than a dog's. So it's another type of animal. It's a very small animal.
A mouse.
Even smaller.
A
Oh
roach.
my god.
Even smaller.
A doodle bug.
Mosquito.
No. It is a land
A bee.
A meerkat.
a
A
flea.
meerkat.
No, bigger than a flea. Okay, so it is an insect.
A mite.
A
It's a
gnat.
mosquito. It's not a mosquito. A fly.
A tsetse fly.
Nope.
A bot fly.
A wasp. Smaller.
You were just
Smaller. All right, this
intestine.
Yeah, but that's hot.
this insect is this insect is also known and probably better known for its strength.
Ants.
Ants.
Oh, cute little dudes. Little bastards
Ants
down
suck.
here hurt.
Ants have noses? How can they smell?
Apparently they do.
How do they test this?
I
All of these questions, like, how do they test this?
I need some links.
Like,
Some sauce.
a molecule moving the speed of a bullet? I don't understand. How do they test?
Studies.
How do they test an
It's
ant's
science.
sense of smell?
because science.
You can't hold up like a piece of broccoli 6 miles away and ask the ant, "Hey, can you smell that?"
Well, no, but I mean, if you
I bet.
dissect the ant and look at it under a microscope, I bet you can determine
see
the
the ant
amount
going-
of factory glands and
I
stuff.
bet
Isn't that how they
it's-
do humans?
They can smell
Versus
their. You know how
dogs?
they leave a scent when they find something, so that the other ants can
go get it.
trace
too.
it. I bet.
Sure.
I bet it's.
It has to do with that. Being
Yeah.
able to
What did they say? How far?
no.
Yeah, you see, I think it's shark.
No, I was just says
Test that
an
shit.
ant's sense of smell is
True.
stronger than a dog's. I was going to make it the other way around. An ant's sense of smell is stronger than a blank, but
Speeding bullet.
Well, that would be almost
A molecule.
everything. A human,
right, exactly.
a cat, a dog,
That's why sometimes creating trivia is tough.
panda bear.
All right, last
True.
one.
Oh,
The
shit.
bonus.
Oh, daily double. Uh-oh.
When blank is directly overhead, you weigh slightly less.
The sun.
Sun,
The moon.
The moon.
The moon.
It was one of the two.
It was one of the two.
A wave.
I said smoon.
A cloud.
The smoon.
The tide.
That doesn't make any sense. The smoon.
I guess
I was covering all
the
my
moon
bases.
makes sense. I mean, if it can affect the ocean, the level of the ocean, then yeah, it's going to make you a little bit.
Well, that's why I said the tide. If the tide
So
is
you-
overhead, you weigh slightly less because in water you're buoyant.
Oh, it's true.
Dang, that's
How
deep.
can you get
Right.
under the tide?
Deep
You get underwater.
Do you know how gravity, everything in the universe and the creation exerts a gravitational pull?
No, I don't
On
know
each
this.
other?
I don't know this.
Okay.
What?
So right now, the gravitational pull from Jupiter on you is stronger than the gravitational pull from me on you. That's how big Jupiter is.
Wow. Wait, you have a great gravitational pull on him?
Mm-hmm. And he has one on me.
Wow, that's adorable.
It's true.
Well, I got one on you too, Jason.
Oh, okay. Oh, thanks.
Don't feel left out.
yeah,
Just right now? Why?
because Jupiter's gigantic.
I know.
You
but
can
it's-
fit like
But
a million
is it-
Earths inside
Is
of
it
it.
always that way, or is it just right now?
It's always that way.
Oh, okay.
Ever
'cause
since-
you said,
I-
right,
you said
now,
right now, exactly.
Like,
right now.
In 10 minutes, that won't
It's
be a
over.
thing anymore.
It will always be right now.
It's
Ooh,
only right now.
Yeah.
It only
That's
ever is.
deep.
There is no more past. The future doesn't exist. There is only right now.
And now.
Okay.
And now.
And now.
Now again.
Yeah.
Also
Now.
now.
Yeah.
Also now.
Yeah.
All right, cue the music.
Now.
It's the end
No.
of the podcast.
That's the future.
Now.
That doesn't exist.
Don't worry about the future. There's only now.
That hasn't
right.
happened yet. It's now.
Now.
How about we end with some Papa Inskis?
Yeah.
Pop, Popinskis. You got to make a remix.
I know.
Ooh,
You ought to do
I
that.
could do that.
You ought to do it for a huddle song.
I have those skills. I have an application right here that'll do it.
Good.
Wow.
And I have the recordings.
Yeah, you do.
All right. You want to hear it one more
Yeah,
time?
give
One
us
last
some.
giggle?
Oh, no. I just remembered a question I wanted to ask.
Oh, ask.
Well, no, the podcast is over.
You want to save it for? Is it a short answer question?
It's a question for Jody.
Oh,
Oh, well, I'm here now.
ask.
Ask.
How did you find out about the Goo Goo Dolls?
You mean originally?
Yeah.
Because I heard him on the radio.
You heard them on the radio, and what made you become like a Goo Goo Doll super fan groupie?
John is hot.
Resnick.
He was Resnick, yeah.
Resnick.
Yeah.
I always thought it was
Ooh, I shouldn't say
Resnick.
that.
Rezesnik.
No.
It's spelled that way.
Yeah.
No.
The first Z is silent, Resnick. No, he was very nice to look at back
Really?
in that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he related to Trent Resnick?
Resnick. Yes.
Are they
he
distant
is.
cousins?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why are you even trying to?
Trying to catch you on your shin.
Well,
Dead
and then
weight.
like the biggest draw was it was a good like little guilty pleasure to kind of have that fangirl crush and whatever. It was.
Was it
good.
because of Iris?
No, actually, that song is okay. It was older. Some of their older stuff I liked a little bit better, actually.
So you were familiar with them pre-Iris?
Yes, because Name actually came out before Iris did.
So you were a fan before you met Sakura?
Oh yeah, that's how
Or-
I met him.
She
got
met
you.
him because
I was at a concert.
yeah,
Yeah.
you like followed him around, right? Like you had a
Yeah,
little.
I would go to a handful of shows in the summer. I had some friends out on the East Coast, and I'd fly out there, and we'd go to like. It's easy to go to 6 shows in 7 nights.
On the East Coast, everything's so
'Cause
close.
It's
New York
like,
to Boston
a
is like a
2-hour
couple hours,
drive.
yeah.
Yeah. You hit New Jersey, Connecticut, New York, and then
Massachusetts,
Boston.
yep.
It's
So did
it's
y'all
right
meet when
there.
like you were trying to get backstage and sleep with John or something, and like he
No,
was like,
I-
get out of here. You don't belong backstage."
I had the fangirl crush, but I never really
You-
tried to sleep with him.
You didn't get to bang anybody in the band.
I don't really want to.
Ah.
I mean,
The
there's
story is way more boring than
that-
I thought it
Yeah,
was.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not- it's not-
It
it's-
is.
no,
It is
this-
I want
because-
something salacious. Do you know
I mean-
anybody that banged the band? You know somebody that banged the band,
I
I'm sure.
we
Like,
both know
do.
people.
Yep.
I probably know more than. I don't
Well,
know.
of course, I think you do know more than I do, but
Yeah.
I know one that was pretty popular. No, because
she got passed around.
I think
well,
she might have passed herself around.
yeah,
Oh, okay, all right.
yeah. But no,
We can talk
I
more
just-
about that off air. We probably
Yeah.
shouldn't publish that.
Ah.
No, I think the most interesting part was that she'd been on the crew bus a couple times while I was on the bus. And we never met, and a bus is only
me. Like,
How'd you get on the crew bus?
Well, just kind of.
It's pretty easy to get on the crew bus.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean,
You just act like you belong on the crew bus, and then you
no,
can,
No,
you get
you
invited.
Just carry an instrument?
If you have
They'll
a
invite
bus
girls.
a bus full of 10 dudes and there's girls hanging out outside, come on the bus, have a drink.
Yeah.
It happens nightly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so, again, without saying too much, it's like some things are better left to the imagination. So sleeping around probably would have killed my little. Like I said, it was a guilty pleasure for me.
Oh, okay.
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 And I didn't
All
really
right.
want to let that go. And I'm glad I didn't because whoa,
the hell's
look at
going
me.
on?
What happened?
I'm moving some
We get a guest here and the whole thing falls apart.
I know. I can't be trusted. Well, the table's on wheels. Like, lock this shit down.
We haven't had to
Yes.
lock that shit down before.
Well, I haven't been here yet.
Clearly.
Had any of that stuff happened, we never would have been in a relationship. There's no way he would have even paid any mind to me. But
Is that you asked like every girl you wanted to, did you sleep with anybody?
no, because it's common knowledge. It's such a you got to remember these are 10 guys on a tour bus living together for months.
Yeah, you kind of know
You
who's
know
sleeping
what's
with who.
going
Yeah.
on. Yeah, and if you kind of have an inkling, it's probably true. And so, I mean, I think there were rumors because I was good friends with Steve, and I think people just assumed I was, getting on with Steve, and I never did. He's just such a great guy, and I was just around, and would go to concerts and maybe hang out by the buses for an autograph or something like that. And you do get to meet people, and you do get invited. Like he said, "Hey, come on the bus" or
We
whatever.
met
But
after the show at the casino.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, they were playing this really small town, seriously in the middle of nowhere, Elizabeth, Indiana. They had like one casino, and that's it. That's it.
That was the
and
town.
then like
Is that how you
farms.
measure the size of towns, the number of casinos that it has?
No, but
It was
that's
a one casino
That's
town.
the only thing the town had. Like,
Oh,
there,
okay.
I don't even think they had like a grocery store. I have no idea. Anyway, but so there was only one place to go after the show, and everybody was at the one bar in the casino. So he had made some video that I thought was hilarious, and so I just started talking to him about that. And we had conversations, exchanged information, emailed back and forth, only a handful of times for like a year. And then
And then you moved to Louisiana together.
Right.
of course,
Yeah,
then we
exactly.
shacked up.
Yeah. Wow.
Slippery slope,
That's a sweet story.
It's like,
Because I always wondered, I was talking to Tracy about it, I was like, yeah, they met because of Goo Goo Dolls, and she was very, like, really? The Goo Goo
it
Dolls?
is very confusing for some people and very unusual way to meet. But I mean,
Yeah.
don't rule anything out.
I met
guess.
Daigle because of work, so
Yeah.
that's weird.
That's
That is
totally
so
bizarre.
Yeah.
typical.
Yeah.
Actually,
Shitty story.
it was the beginning of the end.
Yes.
It was over from the word go.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely a strange way to meet. It's an interesting story, and then to end up in Lafayette, Louisiana, of all
Mhm.
places,
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
really twisted. Coming from
The north.
Minneapolis,
Yeah.
and then Los Angeles, to coming from a northern major metropolitan area to I know this is more than a town, but it's a small city in the
Yeah.
South.
How many casinos do we have?
None.
None.
That's how
They
small.
met in a one casino town, and now they live in a 0 casino town.
I know.
Right.
It's just downgrading all the way
If you
around.
go like an hour east,
Well,
there's
they
a
have 'em on the
casino over
river.
there, and if you go an hour west, there's a casino over there.
like
So
boat casinos.
Yeah.
How big does the place have to be considered a casino? Because you can just go up the 49 and like exit 20, and there's like a casino.
Oh, you could
That's-
you could go
that's
down
true.
to 10 and there's like a casino at the gas station.
I mean,
No,
you can
that's-
go buy
Slot
like lottery
machines.
tickets at the gas station. I mean, I
Scratch
guess
offs.
That's
That's-
Casino Juniors. I don't think that the Goo Goo Dolls on their tour would stop it.
They would have
Mama's Chicken Shack right there, or what is it?
The Tiger,
Trucker,
Live
yeah, the Trucker
Tiger
Casino,
Station.
and they'd be like, "Yeah, you won't know my name."
yeah, that's not really how it goes.
I don't know. I knew it was called name,
yeah.
so I had to fit it in there.
Yeah, funny story about the Live Tiger gas station.
Oh, I hate that place.
Oh, that's terrible.
We all
Right,
do. We all
it's-
hate it.
everybody hates it, but we're going. I used to fly in and out of Baton Rouge because it was way cheaper than coming straight here. So
Yeah.
we're driving there. I think I had a 6 a.m. flight, so we had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was groggy, and I might have dozed off a little bit while you were driving. And I woke up and I kind of saw that sign for Live Tiger. And my mind read it as Liv Tyler. And I'm like, who does
Liv Tyler?
she have any pull over now?
They live Tyler.
They keep Liv Tyler in a cage at this gas
I
station.
know, I
They
was like,
feed her the freshest meat.
why is Liv
She's well taken
Tyler
care of.
here? So yeah, that and then we call that exit gross tit.
Oh yeah,
It's like why are there
Oh yeah, the gross teats.
Yeah.
You got the gross teats.
gross tit?
Gross teeth.
gross tet. It means big head.
Big head.
Gross tet.
Tit, tit, tit.
Well, there's gross tit and Liv Tyler. Those
Yeah.
are my exits. Those are the exits.
Get
I
off
know.
at Liv Tyler, please.
Some people do.
Yeah, some people do.
Yeah.
On that note, let's end this
All
podcast.
right.
Is it time for trivia?
Oh,
We already did that.
Yeah.
When howling together.
I was gonna play Popinski's.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Popinski's.
let's go out on
All right,
a sound bite.
We can fade out on that.
What about 533?
533.
It's so creepy.
What is 533?
533. Road pop.
The what?
The room pop.
Rome pop?
Room pop. Audemars Pop Road pop for Montreal. Road pop.
Did I say Montreal?
Yeah, Montreal.
Rome pop?
Am I getting
You don't
water?
look at that table
Yeah.
at all, do you?
The what?
You don't look at that table at all, do you?
What table?
Tooth pop.
Is it Toll Pop table?
Tooth pop, yes. Or tooth pop.
What is that?
Tooth pop is a tool pop and say, or tool popsty, which would be the table next to the Popinski, Pupunsko, and
Pupunsko.
the Popinski.
What
Obviously.
language are you speaking?
And I laugh with
What?
you about it.
Olda.
What's Olda?
Olda.
It's like old, but
What the fuck was that?
Nice.
Oh,
That's
things
good.
that happen in our home.
Oh, that's funny.
Good times.
It's like old, but
Sure.
So anytime you have to explain something, you just be like, well, it's old, but
Yeah, sure.
I like how he laughs. Like he even thinks it's
He feels
funny.
like, yeah.